Hi YouTube, welcome back to The Root Trees Are Dead. Let's see what we can find out about this family tree in today's stream. I'm very excited. This has been a very interesting and fun story. I really like the way that this game works. Ooh, getting a little laggy up in here. What's going on with that? Okay, it was not like that before. Do I need to, like, decrease some graphics or something? Dang. Is everybody here? Ding dong. Okay, let's just say that I crashed out, because I feel like I most definitely did. I've said that I love you. I guess we can call that a break. I'm being generous because I feel bad. I used in-game hints. Is everyone back? Can you see me okay? I'm so sorry. This is just not my day, simply. Okay, then let's get back. Let's get back to it. I made sure all of the settings in the game were as low as they could go. So if the game quality looks bad, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. So, what were we learning? We were following a hint about something. There's a tangent that's worth investigating in James Roottree's spider search. It's been a really good streak. That's so true. Okay, so there's a rabbit trail in here that we need to follow. Maybe Diamond's Dazzlers? Because that may be referring to... Okay, cool things you got in the mail. His daughter's band. Oh, wait. The card from 1996 included pictures of Jim and Diamond's young son, Wolf, as well as a note about his daughter's band, the Floozies. Interesting. Okay. This is Wolf. So he can go possibly here. Student. Looking K through 12, probably. 1996, 2 years ago. Okay. And where's our other picture? This one. Guitar and vocals, Candy. Bass, Nikki. Drums, Nina. Candy is a crazy... That's really funny. Do you think she's older or younger? She looks probably older, actually. So maybe I should switch her. I think I'm gonna switch them around. Wait. Why is it not showing her as an option? There we go. It's because I have the name in there. Wolf. Do we think that's right? Only available at their live shows. Okay. Look at this again. Listening to his parents' latest music. Okay. Apparently I can still get something from this. When Raina was born, Brenda retired to become a stay-at-home mother. Looking for a creative outlet, she spent any free time she had at the sewing machine. Raina's new clothes were a hit with the other parents, including Carl's cousin, Jim, who had a young daughter around the same age as Raina. So is that what's supposed to tell me about his daughter's age? Ernie Jr., who had just become president. Do I know about that? His cousin, Ernie Jr. Ernie Jr. Would this be our Ernie? Maybe, because well, wait, that doesn't make sense. Why does he have a different last name? I mean, we can try it and just see. So by 1982, Brenda's patterns were being copied by other brands. Seeing the demand, Carl and his second cousin, so not cousin. This is where I always get confused. I need... Yeah, I probably won't be getting anything off of that. Okay. Where am I gonna find what I need? I want to know about your siblings. Okay, we know about the Eli's. Okay, I feel like maybe I'm wrong about this, so I'll take this out. Okay. So these are his first cousins. What if... No, I don't think so. I don't think so. What was the name that I was just looking at? Madsen. Where have I seen that before? Oh, I could have looked that up instead. Ernest Madsen. There we go, that's something. Okay. Little is known about Ernest, but sources close to the family who have asked to remain anonymous have made it clear that he is more than qualified. There are rumors that Ernest had originally trained to succeed Zach Morden, but had been passed up for unspecified reasons. Fancy Flavors misstep to batter up. We've taken quite a tumble. What's going on with the batter up bar? It was meant to evoke the classic combination of pancakes and maple syrup. The name came from the fact that its recipe used a creamy imitation of pancake batter as its filling. Okay. After a little less than a month on the shelf, it was discovered that the filling of unopened bars began to separate and developed an off-putting texture described as powdery chunks floating in oily goop. Gross. Okay. So that's no good. Okay, Ernest Matson Jr. So he was going to succeed Zach, but didn't because Guy did. And then Guy died unexpectedly. So then Ernest had to take his place. So I'm thinking, based on context clues, this is gonna be the vibes. So we need to find a picture of him, and then I think we can confirm that. I think anyway. I might not be right about that. Maybe in a picture we can find Ernie Jr. So Ernie Jr. is in here. See, I don't know. The problem is I don't know where else I would put him. Because nobody else has the last name Madsen. Let's even look and see what names are. Gwyneth and Nicole are the only other Madsens left, and I would assume that they would be children of Ernest, since there are 3. But I don't know why their last name is different. But we know that Ernie Jr. is in here somewhere. Maybe it's you. Who else is in here? Bonnie, next president Guy Hudson, Ernie Jr. I mean, we could certainly just try a couple. Owen, I love you. Join to watch while I get ready right as your stream crashed. I'm so sorry. I have no idea what happened. I was at a complete loss. My computer just died. My computer just went to heaven for a little bit and then came back. So, at least we're back, you know? I have no idea what Ernest Matson Jr. will look like. I feel like I did have a lot of good progress. No, I mean, I'm not feeling well, and we probably will still end early, but I'm gonna try to at least get an hour in. I would really like to get an hour in, at least. So I think that this is Ernest Matson Jr. I feel pretty confident about that, and then these are gonna be Matsons as well, I think. And we can just stick them in there. Maybe I can look them up also. I didn't think anything would come up there, but I just thought maybe. I just thought that maybe I could catch a freaking break. Who is this? He kind of looks like Jim. Do you think that's Jim? Yeah, it's gotta be. We also have Clark in here. Carl. Carl's in the middle right there, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's him. Diamond. I don't think is in that picture. It's just gonna help me to do some process of elimination here. Okay, Clark feels like he's gonna be really recognizable with that bald head. Maybe he's not bald here though. Yeah, maybe I spoke too soon. Who are you? Eli M. Which one is Eli M? Eli M. And could that be a daughter? Her? Can I use his picture? This is Miracle Jr. So I can use that here. I know I'm doing lots of extra stuff that's unnecessary, but I'm just process of elimination here. It looks like he has some kind of like blue collar looking job. Like he's not dressed as nicely as the rest of them, it seems. Maybe I'm just reading into that too much. Who else? Quite literally has a blue collar, right? Gwyneth M. Gwyneth Madsen. Right? Yeah. Gwyneth Madsen is here. Maybe I need to stop looking at this picture. I'm focusing too much in on one thing. Yeah, exactly. Which I like. It's a really fun like way to follow a rabbit trail and everything. I don't know who you are. They insisted the four of us stand together. Oh, that's Lauren, isn't it? That's Lauren. Yeah, I'm filling in lots of like random stuff. Okay. Are any of you... Okay, Ernie Jr. is here, but not Ernie the original. Ernie would not be in this picture. He would possibly be in this photo? Is that right? No. No, wait. But he's not a junior because he's the senior. We're gonna go to the hint system again. Said that her mother had been featured. Stephanie's mother's name is Caroline, but you'll need a surname. The note has a clue. Caroline. Caroline Morden. Few art websites. Movement called P-Flag. Parents and friends of lesbians and gays. Okay, slay. Okay. There we go. Accompanying this story, there's an image of Caroline standing beside a large metal sculpture of a mermaid. Okay. Upcoming book. Copy. Atlantis burden is meant to symbolize a society split by indecision over whether women should be equals or something to protect. Okay. So now we need book title, Caroline Morden. Dedicated to Eloise and Stephanie. Centerpiece is a series of full-color nude self-portraits at different ages. They certainly have not been added to your evidence. Yeah, we're back. I'm so sorry about that. My computer fully crashed. Like, fully just turned off by itself. Okay, in the intro, Caroline talks about influences. She was one of the youngest in her generation, and in her late teens, she felt betrayed when her sister Gwendolyn and cousin Bonnie gave up on dreams to settle for boring men. She especially dislikes her brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson, who she calls completely bogus. Okay. She even married a man who was the opposite of boring, which was an overcorrection. Interesting comment. Okay. Her father is Zach. She also explains that her marriage to Mark led to the most volatile moments in her life, all negative, and that the only good thing he ever gave her was a daughter. Oh boy, that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Okay. Okay, so if Zach is her father, maybe I'm all wrong about this. So this has got to be Caroline. She was an artist. Slay Queen. Okay. Let's see how much we've gotten correct. Let's see what we're locking in. Okay. Lots of optional photos. Yeah. Booyah. Well, that does feel good. Okay.
On the phone, I said I owed you an explanation. But I can't reveal everything. Not yet. I'm sure this all seems like deception for deception's sake. So I'll try to explain
Thank you
why.
for the hydrate. I don't have my water in here. I'm sorry.
It's true. I'm working with lawyers. But not the candy company lawyers. My publisher's lawyers. I'm on the verge of releasing a book. And it's not kind to the roottrees. Especially Elias and the 5 Pieces. The truth often isn't.
Oh, why did that skip? But with the plane crash, the publisher is rightfully worried it'll look like I'm making things up to exploit a tragedy.
So they're doing their due diligence. That's why you're here. To be sure there's enough evidence for an expert to unearth the whole story.
If I tell you the whole story now, we can't prove that. I hope you understand. That said, I can say that the work you're doing is very personal to me.
To my story, one spot on the tree is more important than the rest. You've likely noticed it. It's locked for now. I'll return one final time, after you fill it in.
Okay.
Also, there are fewer root trees left. In a sense, that makes it easier. Use process of elimination.
Girl, I've been trying.
It's also harder to verify when you're right. You'll need 4 blood relatives before they lock from here on out. I don't have any more evidence for you, but trust your intuition. If something has a high number, it's not a mistake. You're getting closer and closer to the truth.
You think I'm finishing today,
I look forward
Owen?
to seeing you soon.
Even if it's short stream? I mean, I am pretty close, so I guess that makes sense. 30 stream streak! That's crazy. Okay. There's still stuff to be found here, I guess? 6 things. I looked up her book. Her husband's name was Mark. Mark Landon. I have a second picture of her. She's really pretty. Mark gave her a daughter. Her sister is Gwendolyn. I shouldn't have closed that. So, forget everything that we said about this. Gwendolyn. No. No. And do I have a picture of Miss Gwendolyn? I think so. Possibly here. Gwendolyn is in this photo. She kind of looks like her, little. I think so, at least. So who did she marry? Brother-in-law. She talked about her brother-in-law. Dr. Wilson. Wilson. Oh, we have so many Wilsons to choose from. It's either Jason, Steven, or Zach. There we go. And then we have a photo. Oh, he looks sleazy. Sleazy AF. Okay, and she remarried. What else did I get from that? I got something else new. Dr. Steven Wilson's kids. My dad is the best dad in the entire world, and he treats every patient like with the world-class care. He will treat your children like he would me, my big brother, or my sister. Two years ago in 1996. So they're not much older. Okay. Where's the littlest one? Hello? Oh, it's because I have a name in here. Whoops. There you are. I might have your picture wrong. Possibly. He's Rick Arlen. Okay, so the Mordens. What Mordens do we have? No more Mordens. Wilson. So you're gonna be Jim. Probably still just a student. This will be a little guess and check moment. So maybe you're Zach. And you are Jason. There we go. On a roll. Nice. Okay. We're almost completely done with this side of the tree, which is nice. She even married a man who is the opposite of boring, which was an overcorrection. We'll have to come back to that probably. You probably have more stuff for me to look at. Oh, I could have read this and it would have told me which one he was. Pediatrician to the stars. Okay, still the same information. Could I look up Mark Landon? Would I get anything out of that? Probably not. I didn't think so. Maybe another hint. Brian Jones's business clients. Search in a periodical. Okay. Brian Jones. Jones Graphic and Print. Oh, here are some of his clients. Miracle Network, Roottree Motors, Children of Eden, Butler's Summer Theater. Okay, let's start with Roottree Motors. Used to be called Wilkins Motors. Okay, let's look that up. Oh, maybe here? Okay, really thought that might be relevant. We are back, Angela, yes. Sorry for the interruption. Wilkins Motors is now Roottree Motors. We may have a new name, but we still promise we're the same family business. All that's different is we've joined a sweeter family. So a Wilkins married a Roottree is the vibes I'm catching. In the Pittsburgh area. Who are you? Tessa Roottree Our newest fixer. Okay. We know about Tessa. Tessa's over here. No, that's Penelope Tessa Green. Oh, okay. That's not what I expected. I need to look. Is there a Wilkins? Catherine Wilkins. Catherine Wilkins would have married... Fixer is an interesting title instead of mechanic. I agree. How about... Am I spelling her name wrong? It's possible. Did I get anything else? Oh, Stephanie is the daughter. Not here. Stephanie... Do I have her picture? No, I don't. Take a picture. Take a picture. And your name is Brian, I think. Okay. What else was I was gonna look up something else about Butler Summer Theater, Children of Eden. Choreography by November Studios. A musical with songs by Steven Schwartz. A game designer by the name of Jeremy Johnson really likes it. Realized it could be kind of fit timeline-wise with the game he was making. Okay. You should probably search for whoever was performing it. Okay. But it doesn't tell me that. A local dance school, which means they'll probably be in here. Instead of November Studios, maybe they should have called this place No Mention Studios, because you don't find any information about it anywhere. What? That stinks. I mean, Samantha was the center of the controversy. Samantha is the child of Elias. I think that I have that. Yeah, I have that in here. I don't have a picture or an occupation, though. We've seen the name November before, but I don't know where she falls in the family tree, and I don't know which picture is hers. There's only one Next Generation woman that fits the description. The Next Gens are here. I mean, it's just going to be the one that we haven't used, right? Is it you? Are you a housewife? It seems like I'm getting somewhere. I probably just need one more, who did Samantha marry? Cattrall? No, there's only one Sam. Oh, she's a farmer. Okay. Only has one child left to place. You saw someone older. He has a website and everything. Oh, yeah. Doing great, thank you. I really like all the tracks in this game. Oh, is it Chris? Chris? Christ. And then, what is his occupation? Okay. Fiance Lulu. What is his occupation? Carefully read to reveal his occupation. Okay. The thing is I have been all of these places before. Author. He's an author. Okay. Oh, Jane LaRue. I've got your picture somewhere. I can get your picture. Probably off of this. You're one of those. Probably not the blonde. Okay. Wait, does that mean... Oh, no shit. That means that that's gonna be him. When he had hair. That's crazy. Okay. Oh, boy. Wait, Chris Rafferty is a student? It said he was an author, bro. Now I get new stuff. Miracle's other son. I have to get 4 things right before it'll tell me that I have it right. It was an assignment, I see. I see. Mechanic. See, I was right about the blue collar thing. There we go. Okay, we're getting there. I think that I can finish it if I utilize the hint system. And I could finish it without utilizing it, but I am trying to end early today. Because my tummy hurts. So. But we are getting somewhere, and this is very good. We really don't have that much left at all. Wait, it didn't confirm that. So I got those wrong. You're the other one. And you're this one. Not that it matters, but it matters to me. Okay, Elias M's child should be easy to place if you look back at your evidence. Probably this is the young child here. Let's look back at this picture. Not that one. This one? Oh, perhaps not. I don't know. Root tree motors. Did not know that the root tree motors thing was going to be such a big deal. This is the latest one. Presently running, first appeared in 1996. Tessa Root Tree, their newest fixer. Oh, so he had a daughter. That's not what I was expecting. Okay. What was his wife's name? Not that it matters. Wilkins? Is this Catherine? I bet it does. Clark is following in his father's footsteps. Maybe this is Clark, because he's the next oldest. What do you mean? What do you mean there's no Clark? There's no Clark. Clark's gotten married again. Oh, her son is Clark. Okay. Wait, is it really? One of her brothers is okay. More than I can say for Clancy and Edward. Maybe it's Edward then. Eli C. practically raised Clark and Jim as brothers whenever he could. Eli's marriage seems fine, and Jim's seems solid as a rock. So who knows what causes these things. I suspect that he's marrying Jane to keep her from running out on the band. Without her, he'd be the third wheel. Okay. So this has got to be Edward, I think. And he'll be a lawyer. Which leaves, hi Zed, welcome in. Which leaves you. You could be Elias. Perhaps. Clark and Jim. Yeah. I can only wonder if Clark's apparent disrespect for marriage is due to his lack of a father. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I like that too. It's also possible that Eliza's this one, though. Because that would make more sense, because he raised Jim and Clark as brothers as often as he could. He would only be able to do that if he was the father, right? I mean, logically speaking, I know that there's ways around that, but... The name of Jim's father. Elias. Oh, about someone closely related to him. I'm lost. Oh, okay, got it. Okay. Okay. Clark never knew his father, so Grandpop insisted he spend time with Dad and me. We grew up like brothers. All of his old ad campaigns, so he's an advertiser. I guess Clark was paying more attention. Okay. Advertising. That makes sense. So that's gotta be right then. So I have this, this, and this. I need one more before it locks in, I think. What are you gonna give me a hint about? Sam Madsen's children. So then we're... Wait, Madsen. Where are the Madsens at? Ernie Jr.'s wife. Sam has 2 children, but only one of them has a spouse with a photo on your tree. Where is Sam? Why am I so confused about where Sam is? Have I placed Sam? I have a Sam Cattrall. There's not a Sam Madsen. Okay, that's confusing. I'll figure it out. Samantha. So, okay. Okay, the younger sibling. Sam has 2 children. Oh, I see what they're saying. Okay. So, yes. The only one with glasses. 4th president. Locked in everyone in the next generations. At least photograph-wise. Okay, so your wife... is this one. This is your daughter. And I believe she was referred to as Nicole. And Debbie. Deborah Bean. Still talking about, also hints at Gwyneth's occupation. Gwyneth is the only free spirit wearing glasses. Oh, wait. Sanchu, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. And the Prime sub. Thank you so much. Okay. Gwyneth. Okay, so you're not Sam. You're Gwyneth. And... thanks for the community gift sub. What the hey? I appreciate it so much. Gwyneth is a farmer. Slay, girl. Thank you very much, Sanshu. I need to mark that off the bingo. That we got a new sub. And a follow. You're the best. Thank you. Okay, let's see. We're so close. We're so close, you guys. Mention something about his childhood that's interesting. It is interesting that we would be going back to him. Business. He has twin sisters. Boys and girls agree era. Guy's uncle and current president, Zachariah, has decided to take an early retirement to focus on traveling the world with his wife. Okay. Maybe I should look at the boys and girls agree era. Boys and girls agree. Yeah. Successful ad campaigns, late 50s. The premise that boys and girls are often diametrically opposed, except when it comes to one thing. Both of them agree that Root Tree is their favorite. I mean, that's pretty cute. That's a pretty cute picture right there. Okay, toxic tendrils, I know it. I know it. But this will give us their pictures. That's nice. That's very nice of them. That didn't give me anything further. There's only one free spirit left to place. That's true. The only free spirit left to place is this one. You? Let's see, we know Bonnie, we know Guy, we know Ernie and Caroline, we know Gwyneth and Gwendolyn. Maybe we don't know Gwendolyn. Wait, who are we missing? No, we do know Gwendolyn. We know Gwyneth. We know Caroline. Clark, Carl, Jim. Who am I missing? Is it this man? I think it's this man back here. It's you. Okay. You should be able to control F. Maybe so. We know something about who their father married. Edward? Who Edward married? Okay. I'm sure it's probably somewhere in here. Mm-hmm. So apparently there's one thing left to find in this area. Wait, no shit. Wait, is that... Are you November? No, November is a woman. Wait, I'm confused. Maybe you. Maybe you, maybe you, maybe you. Am I crazy for that? That feels crazy. That doesn't feel right. Oh, that's right. I forgot that that was him that did that. Right. Okay, so who's this guy? This guy that we haven't placed. That must just be an extra picture for somebody. And that was throwing me off. Anybody have any extra pictures? Could be Clark. I would say Clark. Okay. Gotcha. There's only one root tree name left in your list. Christina must be Ron's youngest. Okay. Slay. Oh, y'all, my tummy hurts so bad. I'm I'm losing my will to go on. Tummy hurting is unslay. But we're opening the top secret
My genealogy genie. If you're reading this, it means you've locked in 49 blood relatives. Congratulations. I knew you could do it. There are 2 more entries on the family tree I'd like you to consider. These last 2 are optional.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, so completely not ever been done before.
I do want to see what's under here. Who is EC? Farmhand. These last two are optional, and I won't lock in until you say I'm ready. This will end your search and reveal the truth. Can I use a hint on it? Charles Lee. The Sweet History of Candy, Volume 1. Okay. Egg cream. What? 2 years after the debut of 5 Pieces. Oh, okay. So what's that supposed to help me with? How's that supposed to give me any information at all? I, an all-knowing duck, am here to assure you that you have everything you need. All possible evidence towards this mystery is in your hands. It's up to you now. Seriously, I promise you, you don't need to open the computer again. In fact, you could disconnect from the internet right now and still be able to solve this mystery. Now you might be wondering, why should I trust this duck? What has this duck ever done for me? And let me answer that by saying, fine, don't believe me. I'm just your subconscious bouncing ideas off of itself. I guess maybe you find yourself untrustworthy. But if you press the button again, I'll tell you exactly where to look. If you want to believe me this time, then take a look at your photos and keep in mind in which era EC would have lived. This is really funny. I told you I would never lie to you. Okay. This guy. This man. Oh, I have to type it in. The duck has T. Woof, my tummy hurts. Okay. His name is clearly Egg Cream. That's what I was thinking. It doesn't even tell me which spots have the information I need. Okay, tag yourself. Tag yourself. I am probably cinnamon extract or elderberry is what I would say. I think so. Egg cream is iconic for sure. Okay, I'm just gonna say that I'm ready. I have officially lost I have lost my will to go on. It's not because I don't love this game or because I don't want to spend more time on it, because I think this game is really awesome. But oh man, the cramps. But first, here's the final optional entries that you found. None. Number of optional entries left for next time, 13.
So, you didn't have a guess about EC.
I mean, kinda.
That's okay. That's what I needed to know. I'm Sam Madsen, though you know me as Samantha Roottree.
Okay.
Yep, I got old. The only picture you have of me is from 40 years ago. My book tells the truth about Elias, of 5 pieces, and my parents. Not my biological parents, Elias Jr. and Patsy. My fathers. Edward Clancy Roottree and John Miller. By now, you've either read Lauren's diaries, or you're just an incredible guesser. Lauren was right. I hated the 5 pieces. She just didn't know my full reasoning. My father, Edward Clancy, was a great man. But his identical twin, Clancy, and his father, Elias, were not. At age 16, my father was caught kissing a farmhand.
Back then, they wouldn't even acknowledge gay people existed. Having one in the family was unthinkable.
The same year, I was born.
Gay?
A bastard granddaughter. 2 stains on Elias's perfect family. They tried to erase Edward Clancy. They even removed his 5 pieces flavor. His name was deemed a dirty word. He became EC. We were sent to the farm.
Thanks for
and
the
the 5
bestseller.
pieces did their best to keep the next generation away, to isolate me from family. But Elias couldn't erase us from existence. Laura never realized I was the little girl from her diary.
Okay,
Who
toxic,
could
for
blame
real.
me for being so confused that day? Her father was an exact copy of mine, except without the beard. And while the 5 pieces celebrated a new factory, farmhands did the real work. It's a fluke there's a picture of my father at all. But there he is in the background. The 6th 5 piece.
Wow.
Patsy returned, and things got complicated for Elias. She fought for my freedom, from a life she deemed unworthy. Elias relented, so long as I never learned the truth or receive inheritance. They knew I'd help my father. At Elias's will reading, I learned part of the truth. The rest I learned at home. I began to hate the 5 pieces. My father made me stay silent. He was worried history would repeat, and that his grandchildren would become outcasts. His fears weren't unfounded. As you know, my son Ernie died a few years ago. He had trained to take over as president. But due to family politics, or perhaps hubris, it went to Guy. A real Roottree. He nearly ruined the company. When Ernie took over, he saved the operation. Over 13 years, he made the family billions. Ernie earned about $36. They got by on Debbie's salary, but when he fell ill, he couldn't pay his medical bills.
Dang.
His death was my tipping point.
Originally, my book was meant to expose Elias's hypocrisy until I started to look into the other dirty laundry.
Ron tried to have Robbie removed from the trust, but couldn't. Robbie was a blood relative, even out of wedlock. That sounded familiar. The Clancy Trust that Elias established was designed to secure his family's future.
His entire family's future. He couldn't write exceptions in without the whole thing falling apart.
My book can definitively prove that Elias was not the paragon of virtue he's heralded as, and that my daughter and granddaughters are just as much family, at least in the eyes of the Trust, as anyone else. The Clancy Trust will secure their future. They can decide what to do with their shares. The truth has been eating away at me for years, but now I can set the record straight. Thanks. As
someone who enjoys searching for the truth, you might understand the power it has.
Whitewashing the past to protect the status quo can lead to repercussions in the present and future.
True.
I appreciate what you've done for me. The tree wasn't easy, and proving who EC was will be an uphill battle. That's what we were here to find out. If I can find my way into the Trust, my share belongs to you.
Whoa. Looking at the family tree on your wall, now with my father's, everything finally feels complete.
Unless a whole lot more root trees somehow appear from thin air. This is the last time I'll come knocking. Thanks again, and so long.
Okay, that was so cool. I really love that, and I didn't expect there to be social commentary, which I loved. Thanks to your hard work, the book was published. It received mixed reviews. Life went on, and a new president took over the company. The Root Tree family faded from the news cycle. And then, everything changed. There's another mystery to solve. Yeah. I bet we'll do Root Tree Mania if y'all want. We can maybe do that next week. Does that sound good? But for now, we're gonna say goodbye to YouTube. YouTube, thanks so much for hanging out with us today. Sorry for all the technical difficulties. If you want to catch me live sometime, I'm on Twitch. There's a link in the video description that you can click on to follow me over here and get notifications about when I go live, or you can continue watching the VODs here on YouTube by subscribing to this channel. And either way, no matter what you decide, I love you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.